hearties. Welcome back to Funny Pair, where two pairs in a pod may not be in the same orchard, but we're always brewing up a fresh chat. I'm Madeline, and the cauldron is bubbling with stories tonight.
That was really good. I'm going to try.
Go up in your nose.
You
sounded like just now to me. You sounded like macaroni with the chicken strips. Oh God, she's red in the face, y'all. Oh, she can't breathe. I'm so sorry.
I'm just crying. I'm trying to channel my inner Elphaba.
Are you going Elphaba or are you going like Wicked Witch?
I'm trying to do like,
I'll catch you, my pretty. And your little dog, too.
That was really good.
And I'm Brianna, your second witchy host who has much less warts on her nose.
Oh.
So that's how we're gonna do it, hey?
That is extremely rude because I make my own potion that I put on my face that prevents warts. And you've borrowed some, so you already know that it works wonders. Because I know you got warts, honey.
Well,
I do not have warts. That is a false statement.
I don't know. Your potion never works for me.
Well, that's because it only works on pretty witches. Oh, not the
Cue
nose flare.
eye roll. Cue nose flare.
Oh, I'm cursed, y'all. I'm cursed. Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Oh, I'm a bad witch, honey. I'm a bad witch.
You know what they say. Only bad witches are ugly.
Is that right, Glinda?
That's her quote, not me. That's her.
Just wait till I pop that little bubble of yours.
Oh, she said, I'm coming for your wig, girl. I'm going to pop that bubble.
pop
Jeez.
it. Pop it and stomp on it, girl.
Pop it.
Pop it, lock it, polka dot it.
Oh, we went different ways. I was going like a bop it.
Oh, twist it.
Twist it. Pull it. Anyway, where are we?
Don't they? Isn't there a shout it?
Probably.
And you just go, ah, like into the thing.
Like that baby
like
covered in
the
peanut
baby
butter.
with peanut butter. Yep. Well,
yeah.
Today marks installment numero tres in our spooky Halloween edition episodes.
So what exactly are we talking about today, guys? We're halfway through our spooky series, by the way. Halfway.
Yes, we are. Oh my gosh.
I can't believe it's already halfway over. But don't worry, we've got a great installment for you guys today.
Yes.
Because we are telling scary stories.
Ooh.
And these are stories that have a particular setting, and that would be in the creepiest place ever, dark forests at night.
Yes.
All alone. If you can't tell, we've been watching Yellow Jackets, and being alone in the woods at night, scary things happen. So,
we should do that sometime.
You know, I'd rather not. I choose
Didn't
light.
you just
Thank
go
you.
camping though with your...
I did, and I'm so glad that we did this after I came back from camping because we were in the middle of the woods, and I heard noises, and I tried not to think about it.
What did you think those noises were?
Squirrels.
Yeah, of course.
Some real fat squirrels.
Yeah, big squirrels with size 10 feet. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, where we were camping, the trees all above us, I don't know what trees have acorns. Oak trees, I guess. All the trees around us had acorns on them, and they were all in the middle of falling off the tree.
Oh, so you're getting just assaulted by some acorns.
Pretty much. Well, not assaulted, but they would just fall. And you would hear them hit the ground, and you would hear them rustling through the tree, and then you'd hear them hit the ground. So it's every 2 to 3 minutes you'd hear something. So it was was that an animal or was that an acorn falling? I will say we were scared the first night that an acorn was going to just drop and hit us in the middle, on the head and knock us out. I mean, these were freaking golf ball size, maybe not golf ball, but
damn.
I'm going to say quarter sized. I know. They were quarter size acorns. They were huge.
Yeah.
Well, we go on a hike, and I lift my arm to check my watch, and an acorn comes and lands right on my arm and smacks me. It felt like somebody threw it at me.
Oh my
threw an acorn at me, and I was like, ah! It bruised for a day.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, it was dangerous. Those squirrels, I don't know. I don't know if they were throwing them or what, but.
They're like assassin squirrels.
Honestly, I felt targeted, so I don't know. But
wow.
Maybe they were offended by my Snow White impression from last week. And they were like, "Ugh,
that might
offensive.
Be it. Yeah. That's a good idea.
So anyway, yeah, I'm glad we're doing this scary forest story, spooky paranormal episode. Now that I'm in the safety of my own home where I can keep all the lights on.
Yes. And I'm very, very excited about the scary stories because I love me some scary stories. I really do.
I know you do.
I really do.
I know you do.
I really, really, really do. I really do.
And I'm really, really happy that you love it. I really, really don't, but that's okay. Now, before we get into our spooky sort of gather around the campfire for some spooky stories episode, I just want to give a quick reminder to all of our witchy friends out there that a giveaway is currently taking place on our Instagram, so go check it out. It's a pinned post right at the top. It says giveaway in big letters. You can't miss it. So go to our Instagram, link in show notes, or if you go to the Funny Pear Pod on Instagram, you'll find us there. So go check it out.
Yes, go do it. All right, so let's set the scene. We're taking all of our pears camping. I hope you guys are so excited for your trip. Oh my God, it's going to be so much fun. We're going camping. Can you believe
it? Guys, oh my God, I'm bringing my stove. I'm gonna make pancakes. It's going to be great.
Yes, make the pancakes, girl. Make them.
S'mores with Reese's.
Can we make them with like a ghost shape and then like a pumpkin shape and then
yeah.
Okay.
I'll do pancake art in the middle of the woods.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Your squeeze bottles and everything. You've got a whole spread set up.
I won't have my tent because I'll have all my pancake stuff in the back and there won't be room for my tent. But that's okay.
And we're having pancakes with a side of acorn. And that's perfect.
Delicious. I love it.
So good. So good. So we have traveled far and wide to the orchard. This is where we're going to be having our little camp trip. Because our orchard is Halloween themed now, right? Right?
Oh, it's so spooky. Oh my gosh, look at the trees.
It's so
all
scary. Oh my gosh.
Spooky, but
we've got a little campfire set up right in the middle. You know, the fire's a crackling, sending little sparks up into the night. And we've got a delicious array of food. Madeline's making pancakes. We already talked about that. We're going to have s'mores. We're going to have it with Reese's cups, chocolate, whatever you're wanting. Anything and everything. And the crisp fall air.
It smells so good. Really let that seep in. Can you see it in your mind's eye? If you can't, close your eyes. Hands off the wheel. Close your eyes.
Hands off the wheel. Imagine. Close your eyes.
Imagination. I can see it. Yep, it is all around us. There's a soft rustle of leaves, the occasional snap of a twig, just probably a squirrel. Probably. The distant call of an owl. There's a chill in the air that makes you pull your jacket just a little bit tighter, and a shiver rolls down your back and down to your toes. The kind of cold that reminds you that you're out here, away from everything familiar. You're now out at nature's mercy.
Yeah, that's right. It is the perfect night for creepy stories. The kind that make you, glance over your shoulder a little bit. The kind that make the shadows feel a little bit too close. So settle in. All of our pairs, grab a log, come sit around the fire, and get ready.
Our first story is called Smile, You're on Camera. This comes from Reddit from Desperate Currency 65. True story. I am a 28 female and I like to solo travel. This past summer, I headed to Moab to stargaze and hit a couple of the parks over there. Because I was mainly going due to its dark site status, I wanted to stay somewhere with as little light pollution from the town as possible. I found this ranch online that's property line butts up against the Canyonlands National Park. So I paid the owner to sleep on his land. He did this as a business. It wasn't just some side thing. He actually did this as a business. Super remote, basically had to take an unpaved service road many miles to even get there. My tent was set up at the very edge of the property line. Everything to my right was basically heading into the Needles district of the park. After laying on my cot staring at the stars for a couple of hours, I decided to head to bed. Just before bed, I heard footsteps. Very gravelly, rocky. That was sort of the area that I was sleeping on. It was a very rocky area, so I heard footsteps just outside my tent to my left. But I figured it was just an animal, a squirrel or something. I ended up falling asleep. But at about 3:45-ish in the morning, I was woken up by something. I thought it was just the wind because the whole night had been pretty dead silent until then. But then I heard more shuffling around, maybe like 4 footsteps, but now coming from my right. Just as I was about to convince myself that it was nothing, I saw a flash go off outside my tent. I started realizing that since I technically was on a ranch, even though the very edge of it, maybe the owner had set up some sort of satellite on one of the red rocks and it was just flashing every couple of minutes. As I tried to sleep again, my eyes are just closing. Another flash goes off outside, but this time it's way closer, way brighter, and coming from a different area. To be clear, it wasn't just a flash and that was it. It was literally like a camera flash. Like I saw the kind of double shutter a camera flash makes. And I could also see the main circle of light at the center of the flash that then plumes out like a camera flash does. Anyway, for the next 2.5 hours, this flash would circle around my tent, coming from all different directions, sometimes super close to the canvas of my tent, sometimes further away and duller. But I never heard any footsteps circling me, and I absolutely would have. There was nothing else around me. The final straw that made me literally fear for my life was the last flash coming from right at my tent door. It literally looked like someone had put the camera right up to the zipper and clicked a photo. To be clear, my tent also wasn't see-through. It was a really thick canvas, so even if there was a person out there trying to take pictures of me in my tent, they probably couldn't have seen me inside. I've been trying to come up with a non-creepy explanation for this. At first I thought maybe lunar photographers, but literally the number one rule in lunar photography is no lights and no flash. My other theory was heat lightning, but then I would have seen the light coming from overhead and not right outside my tent. Not to mention the distinct center circle of light that then plumed out. It was super unsettling, and I will only be solo camping in my car from now on.
Oh my gosh.
So, some say that it could have been an alien, because apparently aliens, UFO flashes, you're in the middle of like a no light pollution sort of area, far away from town, sort of thing. So people are saying aliens, people are saying it was somebody being really creepy and but also where would they have come from, because she was way away from any sort of civilization. So she heard footsteps and saw flashes. And I would have, well, first of all, I would bring a weapon with me if I'm camping solo. The way I wouldn't have let them make a second flash.
Yeah.
Like, no, thank you. Ugh.
Yeah. I'd have been
Gross.
freaking out. I would have been freaking out.
So gross.
That's freaky. That's pretty freaky.
Also at 3:45, that's like witching hour time.
That's like prime time. I mean, 3:33 is prime time, but like...
Yeah. That's soon after.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but it's creepy.
Wow. All right. Well, my first story is called The Big Toe.
Ew. Okay.
Do you know where this is going? Or you don't know where
Nope.
this is going?
I kind of want to turn my lights off.
Do it. Oh, do it.
I get so scared easily, I swear on my life. If it freaks.
Oh, she's getting a blanket. Ooh. Should we do this whole episode from the dark?
Oh no. I hate this already. Oh god. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I need a second blanket because my lap is... You know that picture of me
Yes.
before we watched Insidious?
You had like 3 blankets on you. You had one wrapped around your back, one over your shoulders, and one wrapped around your legs.
Yeah. That's me right now.
All right, this story is called The Big Toe. A boy was digging at the edge of the garden when he saw a big toe. He tried to pick it up, but it was stuck to something. He He gave it a good, hard jerk, and it came off in his hand. Then he heard something groan, "Ugh," and scamper away. The boy took the toe into the kitchen and showed it to his mother. "It looks nice and plump," she said. "I'll put it in the soup, and we'll have it for supper."
Ew.
That night,
Why?
his father carved the toe into 3 pieces, and they each had a piece. Then they did the dishes, and when it got dark, they went to bed. The boy fell asleep almost at once, but in the middle of the night, a sound awakened him. It was something out in the street. It was a voice, and it was calling to him. "Where is my toe?" It groaned. When the boy heard that, he got very scared, but he thought, "It doesn't know where I am. It'll never find me." Then he heard the voice once more, only now it was closer. "Where is my toe?" It groaned. Sorry. The boy pulled the blankets up over his head and he closed his eyes. "I'll go to sleep," he thought. "When I wake up, it'll be gone." But then he heard the back door open. And again he heard the voice. "Where is my toe?" It groaned. Then the boy heard footsteps move through the kitchen and into the dining room, into the living room, into the front hall, and then slowly they climbed the stairs. Closer and closer they came. Soon they were in the upstairs hall. Now they were outside his door. "Where is my toe?" the voice groaned. His door opened. Shaking with fear, he listened as the footsteps slowly moved through the dark toward his bed. Then they stopped. "Where is my toe?" the voice groaned. "You've got it!" The end.
Wait, what happens? Does he die?
I guess so. That's the end.
Ew! Let me just say, you do a creepy voice very well.
Thank
Because
you.
I was looking over my shoulder.
Thank
You said, the door creaked open. I said, is that my door?
So, just a little
Ew.
prefacing or backstory to this actual
Ew.
story. This is a real story. It's a real short story. And it's from the book called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. You remember watching that movie?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh! I do. What? That scene was in the movie.
I think so. Or I don't know if it was. It was 3 short stories from this book that was in the movie. But
yeah.
This was
I hated that movie.
One of my most favorite childhood books of sorts. I mean, I didn't read it until I was like a preteen or older, but I absolutely loved this book. Maybe I was in like 4th or 5th grade, I don't know. But anyway, it's weird, but I kind of loved the artwork. So if you go to my page on our document, there's a screen capture of the story and you can zoom in on the picture that was drawn, but it was with all drawn images and I absolutely loved it. But I also love to actually tell these stories to others. So that's part of the reason why this was one of my favorite books. And this short story was one of my favorites. And I don't know why. I guess because I'm obsessed with feet. And we know this about me. But anyway, this story was one of my favorites because I could always get people at the end with the, "You've got it," like screaming it. And what you're supposed to do is when you're sitting next to somebody, you like jump at them, you kind of grab them a little bit, you know? So it doesn't quite translate over the podcast, but...
Oh, it translated.
Anyway, I love this story, so... Not quite based on a true story, but based on a real short story, so... Yes.
Ooh.
So on my way home today, I was quite literally sitting in my car going, "Where is my toe?" And I was like doing that so I could practice the voice to do it for you.
Well, you did an excellent job because
I feel like that made the story. You know what I mean? You got to make the story.
Yeah, that was literally incredible, and I'm all freaked out now. What?
Nothing cute.
Yes, good. Anyway, so
Oh, hold on. I'm out of s'mores. Let me make another one real quick. Hold on. Wait a minute.
okay,
Okay, I think it's done. I just burned the bitch.
that one is really good. And let me just say,
I
you
love
have to get the
burning
jet
s'mores.
puff marshmallows because the other ones don't melt right. They're just kind of
Yeah.
chewy. The jet puff ones, they melt and they're like nice and gooey.
Yeah. You know what I love to do though?
What?
I need to know what your perfect s'more is, but my most
Okay.
perfect s'more, okay? We're getting off topic a little bit.
Yeah.
My most perfect s'more is you put it on the end of the stick or the whatever you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
You roast it real slow over the fire. You let
Yep.
it get like ooey and gooey all the way through to the point where it's like just about to fall off your stick.
Yep.
Then you stick it head first in the fire and let it burn to a crisp.
To crunch
And
it.
then to crunch the outside, then you put it, you got to prepare your cracker before you put it on the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you got your grams, you put your chocolate square on it, and then you put the marshmallow on, you slide it up. Girl, I'm telling you what, that's how you make sure the chocolate melts a little bit. And if you wait just a little bit of time, like 30 seconds or something, the chocolate gets real nice and melty. Oh, I'm like salivating just thinking about it.
Me too.
Are we having s'mores this weekend?
We absolutely can.
I would love to have
Make a note of
s'mores
that.
this weekend. If we can make it happen. Because I think the weather is like just perfect enough. It's like that perfect temperature at night where it's going to be
Yes.
like right
It's
at the
gonna
50s
be like in the
range.
60s or 50s. So we'll get our fire pit out. We'll make s'mores. Okay.
Oh,
So my perfect s'more
yeah. What's your perfect s'more?
is like fresh graham crackers that are nice and crunchy, right?
Mhm.
Just regular honey graham crackers. And like you said, you prep it. So
Mhm.
I love an original with a Hershey's, just like spot of chocolate. But I don't know when I had this. You take a Reese's cup, girl.
Mhm.
You put one of those down. And I do the same thing with my marshmallow. Slowly, easy, turn, slow, like get nice and golden, and then shove it in the fire, pull it out, and it's on fire, and then you like blow it out, and it's all charred on the outside.
Oh.
And then it squishes and it melts the Reese's cup. Oh god, girl.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, if you love Reese's, try a s'mores with Reese's. It's life-changing.
See, now I'm a dark chocolate girl. Like just the classic kind of chocolate, but the dark chocolate because I feel like because the marshmallow is so sweet.
It cuts.
Yeah, it cuts it if you do the dark chocolate with the marshmallow. Oh.
Yes. Ooh, all right,
girl.
y'all. Pass. All right, everybody made their s'mores how they like it. Okay, everybody take a bite. Oh, that's so good. Oh my god. Delicious.
Wow. I might cry. It's so good.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, it's time.
I'm talking like I'm going to have 2 or 3 of them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't even care. Like, I don't even care if I look like a fatty. I'm going to have 2 or 3.
No,
maybe 4. I don't know. We're going to see how I
That's
feel.
my plan. That's my plan. I don't know about anybody else. That's my plan.
I'm an adult. I can make my own decisions.
Yeah.
Free will exists. Who said that you can only have 3 Oreos out of the package?
Nobody. I had a whole sleeve.
Who said that?
Just kidding. Not a whole sleeve. Well, it depends.
I typically
definitely
do
had
limit myself to 3, but
I have definitely
I've had 6
had my
before,
share of some
but
Oreo. Yeah, I've had
I
a
try
moment
not
of
to go
weakness
more.
where I'll like go back for seconds, and I'm like,
yeah,
because I have more milk left. I'm like,
yeah.
this milk go to waste.
You know, I actually have beef with Oreo right now because they used to make. Okay, hold on. I know that you're a thick stuffed kind of gal. You love the frosting. The more frosting, the better. Okay, I know, girl. Mega stuff, triple stuff. Pull the stuff off of other stuff. Add it to your stuff. All the stuff. Okay, I know. But I personally like the thin Oreos, the thin crispy ones, because it's like a super crispy cracker or cookie with
Crispy cracker.
crispy, a crispy cracker with a very thin layer of the frosting in the middle. But they used to make chocolate thins, okay, where it was the chocolate cookies with the chocolate in the middle, and they were thin. They don't make them junks anymore. They don't make them.
And they didn't even ask you?
They didn't even ask me. So then I bought the regular ones, the regular like chocolate ones.
Yeah.
But they also used to make dark chocolate Oreos.
Yeah.
With like the dark chocolate cream. It was just regular cream. So I'm eating it and I'm like, gosh, I feel like I'm on such a sugar high, which for me is like I'm still sitting there not really doing anything. But I feel like I'm on such a sugar high right now because of how much sugar content is in these cookies. I want to taste the chocolate. I don't want to taste the sugar. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sorry. Another side tangent, but
dang. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Maybe my store will have some thin chocolate Oreo.
Maybe.
I'll look for them.
Okay.
All right, friends.
All right.
Our next story is called The Humming Man of the Pines. They say Northern California's forests are peaceful. Endless green, whispering pines, and silence so thick it presses against your skin. But silence, when it breaks, can be the scariest sound of all. There was once a teenager, just 18 years old, who thought he knew these woods better than anyone. He hiked the same trail before with his father, a quiet, unmarked path that wound deep into the mountains, barely showing up on maps. The kind of trail that feels secret, like it's waiting for you and you alone. One summer, he decided to hike it alone. Just one night. A solo camping trip to prove he was old enough, brave enough. His father dropped him off at the trailhead, and with a wave and a warning, be careful out there. The day passed peacefully. He hiked under the pines until the sun bled orange behind the ridges. When he found the perfect clearing off trail, he set up camp, cooked a quick meal on his small propane stove, and zipped himself up into his tent. He drifted to sleep to the sound of crickets and just the wind in the trees. Sometime after midnight, he woke up. No noise, just that feeling, the kind that yanks you out of a dream for no reason that you can name. He lay there listening, and then, crack! A twig snapped just outside. At first he thought it was an animal, maybe a deer nosing through the underbrush, but then he heard it again. Step. Step. Not quick or light like a raccoon, but heavy and slow and human. His heart slammed in his chest. Nobody else ever came this way. He knew that. Not at night. Not off the trail. He reached for the knife beside his sleeping bag and wrapped his fingers around the handle. The footsteps stopped just outside of his tent. Silence stretched, long enough to make him doubt what he had heard. And then... a low hum. Not quite a tune, and not quite a song. More just a deep, throaty vibration. It wasn't cheerful or calm. It was just the kind of sound that didn't belong in the woods. He froze, knife in hand, trying not to breathe too loudly. The humming went on, low and slow, circling his tent. He could hear pine needles crunching underfoot. Whoever it was, they were close enough to touch the fabric of his tent if they wanted to. Then, as suddenly as it had started, the humming stopped. A few seconds of quiet. Then, a harsh scratch against the bark of a nearby tree. Long and deliberate. And then, running. A violent crash through the undergrowth, branches snapping and footsteps pounding away into the darkness. He stayed awake the rest of the night, gripping his knife until dawn painted the forest gold. When the first light reached his tent, he packed everything in minutes and bolted for the trail's end, glancing over his shoulder the whole way. By noon, his family picked him up at the dirt road, and he told them everything, every detail. But left one thing out when they asked if he'd reported it. He didn't. He'd camped where he wasn't supposed to, and besides, what could he say? There was a man humming outside my tent in the middle of nowhere, and he's never gone back. And when he tells the story now, he swears that sometimes when the wind blows through the trees just right, you can still hear that low, guttural hum.
Oh my goodness.
That's a true story.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So
Does it say what forest he was in? What did you say?
In Northern California. That was all he
Northern
said.
California.
So.
Have you ever heard a low hum in the forest?
No. Can't say I have. And to me, that sounds like a freaking Wendigo or something. I don't know. Like, he said it was low and like guttural, but it wasn't calm. It was just kind of like a sound.
Right.
And then the steps circling his tent and then it running away. It's like, what scared it? Because if it was something creepy, then something creepier had to have scared it away, you know?
Right.
So.
Ew.
I don't want to think about it. Ew, I don't want to think about it. I'm so glad I'm not camping right now.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Because I'd be so scared.
I think after a night long of hearing all these stories, I wouldn't be able to sleep either.
Creepy.
It'll be creepy. Creepy.
That's a Christmas song.
It is. But it's a creepy Christmas song.
It is a creepy. It's like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Which, hot take, do you watch that at Christmas or at Halloween?
Honestly, hot take, neither. But I guess if I had to pick, I would watch it at Christmas time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'd watch it at Halloween.
Yeah. I don't know. The claymation wigs me out.
Oh,
so I don't typically go out of my way to watch claymation. The only time I honestly ever really watch it is when I'm with you. And I'll watch it with you. And I think the most recent one that I've watched was probably Coraline. Because that one is actually really good. I love that one. And The Other Mother freaks me the heck out. Like, that movie terrified me when I was younger. Still does. But, yeah. I think it's like her spider form that really freaks me out.
Yes. It's and she's a real like monster. She's got a name. What monster is the other? She's called the Beldam. That's what she's called. A malevolent witch fae creature that is a form of a spider-like and skeleton creature that lures children to her world to steal their souls by replacing their eyes with buttons. Nasty. Anyway, so yeah, she's called the Beldam.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. Learn something new every day. All right. Our next story.
Oh, you probably picked some scary stuff. I get freaked out so easily, y'all.
I don't think you'll be scared by this one. You ever been out driving late at night? The kind of night where the fog hugs the road and your headlights only reach a few feet ahead?
Yes.
And you swear you're the only soul left awake in the whole world. That's how it was for this guy named Mark. He was heading home from a friend's wedding, way out past town. Country roads, no streetlights, nothing but his radio and the hum of his old truck to keep him company. It was just past midnight when he saw her. A girl, standing on the shoulder of the road, wearing a light white dress that fluttered in the wind. She looked freezing. Her skin was pale, her hair dark and wet from the rain. Mark slowed down, rolled down his window a little, and called out, "You all right? Need a ride?" She nodded, real slow. Didn't say a word, just climbed into the passenger seat. He tried to make small talk, Rough night? Or, you live around here? She barely spoke. Finally, she said in a soft, shaky voice, "Could you take me home? Just a few miles down the road?" Mark nodded, glanced over at her, and noticed she was shivering. So he reached into the back seat, grabbed his Letterman jacket, and handed it to her. She smiled, just a little, and whispered, "Thank you." The ride was quiet after that, the rain tapping against the windshield, the smell of wet pavement filling the truck. A few minutes later, she pointed to a small white house at the end of the road. "That's me," she said. Mark pulled into the driveway, turned to say goodbye, and she was gone. The seatbelt was still buckled. The jacket was gone too. But the door hadn't opened. No sound, no movement. She had just vanished. Mark sat there, heart pounding, trying to tell himself he was just tired. Maybe she ran out before he noticed. Maybe he imagined it. but something in his gut told him to go knock on the door. An older woman answered, wrapped in a robe, clearly had just woken up. "Ma'am, sorry to bother you," Mark said, "but I think I just gave your daughter a ride home. She was standing out in the highway and asked me to drop her here." The woman's face went pale. "You must be mistaken," she whispered. "My daughter died on that road 10 years ago tonight." Mark didn't believe her, not really, until the woman led him down the hill to the small cemetery behind the house, and there it was. A headstone, slick with rain, her name carved deep into the stone, and right there, draped neatly over it, was Mark's Letterman jacket. So if you're ever driving down an empty road on a rainy night, and you see someone standing all alone in the headlights, just remember, not everyone looking for a ride is still among the living.
Oh my, I got chills about 6 times during that story.
So,
ew.
This story is a urban legend, okay? And it's called The Vanishing Hitchhiker. And it's basically a ghost story that's been told a dozen times or dozens of variations across decades, countries, cultures, everything. The details will shift based on who tells it, but the core of the story is always the same. Like a driver picks up a mysterious passenger who later vanishes without a trace. But yeah, so a lot of people say that the meaning behind this is like folklorists have said that the legend sticks around because it hits a nerve about like the thin line between life and death, or the loneliness of driving alone at night, or even like the human desire to help someone, even if it's a stranger, and the haunting realization that sometimes the kindness crosses into things that you shouldn't be crossing into, and so on and so forth. So,
see, for me, it's a lesson. Say, if you see somebody off the side of the road, keep driving.
Mm-hmm.
Keep driving.
Mm-hmm.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Yep.
If you're concerned, call the police
Yep.
and tell them, hey, off this road, I saw somebody. They look like they need help. I'm going to keep going, though, because I'm not about to freaking die. I thought Mark was going to die. I was like, oh, he's dead. Mark is dead.
Yeah.
I feel a need to knock on the door. Nope. Just
don't
go
do it.
home.
Just drive away.
Oh, no, you lost your jacket? Get another one. Sorry. Just go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have driven at like night when it's all foggy and I can hardly see in front of me. Now I'm going to think about that.
Yeah. I actually do think about that when I'm on a dark road at night. Not necessarily like running into a ghost, but just running into somebody walking on the side of the street.
Ew.
Like that's just terrifying to me. So I do think about that.
That's very scary.
Yeah.
So if y'all haven't picked up on my stories yet, mine are all true stories, first-hand accounts. Just want to preface that this is a true story. Okay. This one hits a little close to home. I have been to this place before. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine.
Have I been to this place before?
No.
Okay.
This story is called Children of the Woods. It was supposed to be a peaceful trip. A few nights under Montana's big sky, surrounded by the quiet majesty of Glacier National Park. The couple had come prepared. A tent mounted on the top of their Jeep, a view of the stars, and friends who camped just a few paces over. Their friend's site was owned by a native family who lived on and cared for the land. That first night, the host had shared stories, old stories, about their family's history, how their ancestors have been buried there for centuries, and how the land still carried their spirits. It was fascinating, and more than a little humbling. No one thought much of it at the time. Second night, though, things changed. Sometime past midnight, the woman woke to wind shaking their tent. Her boyfriend whispered to her, "It's okay, it's just the wind." And at first she believed him. But the tent above the Jeep rocked violently in the storm, with the canvas snapping like thunder, the wind howling through the pines. It felt like the whole rig might lift off the ground and just sail away. But as her eyes adjusted, she realized that her boyfriend was actually wide awake and tense. When she asked how long he'd been up, he said quietly, "A while. Something spooked me." About an hour before the wind had started, the boyfriend, he had heard footsteps, just small ones, quick and light, padding through the grass just outside their tent. back and forth, back and forth. He thought it might be a small animal, maybe a fox or raccoon, till he heard it again, this time slower, closer. And then the faint creak of the ladder beneath their tent. Someone or something was climbing up. He shot upright and barked, "Hello?" into the darkness. The ladder went still. And then the sound of tiny feet hitting the ground, running off into the trees. The rest of the night was a blur of wind and nerves. Neither of them slept much. By morning, when the sky finally turned a pale blue, they climbed down, still shaken. At breakfast, they asked their friends how they had slept. Most of them shrugged it off. Pretty normal night. But one friend hesitated. "Well, my girlfriend freaked herself out. Probably just a nightmare." The girlfriend shook her head. It was not a nightmare. "I swear I heard footsteps running back and forth outside of our tent. And then they stopped, and the zipper on the tent started to move." She swallowed. I yelled, "Who's there?" And it ran off. The couple looked at each other, pale and wide-eyed. Their friends stared, confused, until they explained what had happened to them. The same footsteps, same running, the same feeling that something small and unseen had come in the night and almost come for them. None of them stayed another night after that. They packed up and left before sundown, their nerves still frayed. Later, the woman would say that she wished she had stayed, just to talk to the native hosts again. Maybe they would have understood. Maybe they would have known what kind of spirit walks in this area and the little footsteps. Because one thing was certain, there were no children here. None younger than 17. And no parent would let their kid run around in the dead of night. But something did, and maybe something still does.
Oh my gosh.
So, I've been to Glacier National Park.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, I've not stayed, we stayed in some, lodging and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, apparently, Glacier National Park has a reputation for being haunted, with numerous ghost stories collected and shared by park staff and visitors about strange encounters in hotels, on trails. With the park's history, the age of its lodges, and the vast wilderness, it all contributes to a mysterious and potentially paranormal reputation. No! Oh my gosh, it's saying all these scary things happen at these locations, and I went to all of them.
Oh my god.
No! Hold on. Let me pray for a cleansing. 'Cause I'm afraid, just in case something followed me home for the past 2 years. Ew.
Wow.
So yeah, that was in Glacier National Park.
That's creepy.
And I'm not okay. Like, the jiggling of the freaking zipper. Like, unzipping.
That is freaky. All right. This kind of night was the kind of night with cold that cuts through your bones. The kind where even the fire feels useless. Long ago, up in the northern woods, the kind where the trees are packed so tight you can't even see the moon, a man named Eli was hunting. Winter had come early. The snow was deep. The game was gone. And his family hadn't eaten in days. He'd gone miles from his cabin, following tracks he wasn't sure where deer were anymore. The deeper he went, the quieter it got. No wind, no birds, just the crunch of his boots in the snow. Then he smelled something. Meat. Cooked meat. He followed the scent to a clearing where the snow was churned up and red, and in the middle of it, half buried in the frost, was a man. Or what was left of one. Eli turned to run, but then he heard it. A low, scraping voice behind him. It didn't sound human. It said his name. Eli! He spun around, and there it was. The creature was tall, impossibly tall. Its skin stretched thin and gray over long bones. Its eyes sunken deep and glowing like dying coals. Its mouth was too wide, its teeth too sharp, and its ribs moved like something was crawling inside it. It smelled of rot and cold air, and something worse, something hungry. They say the Wendigo, was once human. Someone who got lost in the woods in winter, starved, and did the one thing you're never supposed to do. Ate another person. And when he did, his soul twisted into something else. Something that could never be full again. Eli ran. He didn't stop until he saw the faint orange glow of his cabin through the trees. He burst inside, slammed the door, threw the bolt. But he knew it was too late. Because outside, in the snow, he could hear it breathing. Slow and deep. The crunch of its steps circling the house. And then, in a whisper so close it seemed to come through the cracks in the logs, he heard it again. Eli, I'm so hungry. They say when the search party found his cabin in spring, the fire had long gone out, the door was torn clean off, and the snow out front, they found footprints, but only one set, too long, too thin, and leading off into the woods. So if you ever find yourself alone in the woods in the dead of winter, and you hear your name whispered in the wind, don't answer, because the Wendigo never forgets a voice it wants to feed on. So,
Ew.
if you haven't guessed, that one's about the Wendigo. If you haven't heard about the Wendigo before, Madeline doesn't like the Wendigo. This goes back to when we played our Until Dawn game. I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
When I was living at Madeline's house, we were in the basement watching, or she was watching me play Until Dawn. I was playing it, but I was letting her make the choices. Like, she was picking what we were doing. Anyway, so basically the Wendigo is based on, or has origins in indigenous beliefs. In indigenous culture and beliefs, it roughly translates to something like the evil spirit that devours mankind or cannibal spirit. These creatures, the Wendigo, they weren't just a monster lurking in the woods. It was more of like a spiritual disease or a symbol of greed and imbalance and so on. Basically, traditional belief, a Wendigo could become, or a person could become a Wendigo through cannibalism, especially in the desperate cold of winter. Once transformed, they're possessed by a hunger that could never be satisfied, no matter how much they ate. They always wanted more. There is a thing called Wendigo psychosis. In the 17th and 19th centuries, fur traders and missionaries in Canada began reporting cases of what they called Wendigo psychosis. This was said to happen when someone in a remote northern community developed an intense craving for human flesh, sometimes even fearing they would turn into a Wendigo. People suffering from it would be isolated or executed out of fear that they might harm others. Modern psychologists debate whether these cases were real psychiatric episodes, a cultural expression of stress and starvation, or just misunderstandings. But the idea still shows that the Wendigo is real to people who believed it. You know what I mean? So, anyway.
Well, I was just looking at pictures of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, I bet it's not actually that scary. And I looked at the pictures, and then you kept talking about it, and I was like, no. And guys, it's the Wendigo. Type in Wendigo Until Dawn and go to images.
It's creepy.
Ew. Now imagine that, like, coming for you. Ew. Mm-hmm. Ew. I just saw a scary one. Okay, I'm gonna get off of that. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope you all enjoyed Campfire Night.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I am scared. I have heebie-jeebies.
You have heebie-jeebies?
Yeah, I have heebie-jeebies.
Well, what was the favorite story that I brought to the table for you, and I'll tell you the favorite one that you brought for me?
I think my favorite one was probably the one with Mark in the truck. Because I actually got chills all over my body, like a few times. Like, It wasn't the scariest one. It didn't have like a jump scare, but it just gave you this, at least for me, like feeling. It gave me this unsettling feeling of just, no thanks.
Yeah, for you, I think the scariest one, honestly, was the last one with the children. I think because that one felt such like a true story. I mean, I know they were all true stories, but that one felt like a really true story. I don't know how to describe it, but
But when you have a
That one was
secondhand
freaky.
account, like someone
Right.
experienced
Exactly.
it, but then somebody else did too, and it's like,
Yeah.
no.
Those are the
I'm
kind that I
actually
have a
good.
hard time not believing, when like more than one person experience the same thing. Because if one person experiences it, you can blame it on like they're having a mental
You were
break.
kind of dreaming or
right, a dream state or something like that. But when multiple people experience the same thing, it's kind of like, I don't know that you can explain that away.
Right.
Mm.
I am probably going to watch a little bit of like Bluey or something after this.
Yeah.
Not Bluey, but
Winx Club came out.
definitely. Okay, I'm going to watch some Winx Club.
If you want to watch that, I won't say no, but
Okay. I need to watch something light and fun with bright colors and music.
Yeah.
Because, y'all, I get freaked out. Well, what is something that you're loving or hating right now?
Well, let me tell you, girl. Let me tell you.
Oh.
So I started this episode off with the fact that I am in my spooky vibes right now. I am so in my spooky vibes. I love Halloween with a passion. So I have been watching a lot of spooky stuff.
Ooh.
And so I'm kind of loving and hating all of these things, but loving objectively in terms of like they were filmed really well. Some of it's based on true stories. So it's like the dramatizations of said true stories was really interesting and kind of cool to watch and all that. But anyway, so the first series I'm going to talk about is from the Monster series. So do you know like Monsters Jeffrey Dahmer or Monsters Menendez Brothers? It's on Netflix.
I think so.
They just had a third season called The Ed Gein Story. Do you know about Ed Gein? He's a serial killer. So Ed Gein, I don't know how I'm going to be able to describe this in a super PG or PG way, but basically he was obsessed with wanting to be a woman or like sexualizing being a woman a little bit too much. And how he did that and what he did because of that feeling and that urge was he would kill women and then he would skin them and then he would make furniture out of their skin. So he would make chairs, he would make lamps, he made all sorts of kitchen utensils. He had multiple bowls made out of skulls that he would eat out of. This is a real person, like a real guy.
No.
Yeah, real guy. And he actually made these things called lady suits, where he would literally make like shirts and pants out of them. Anyway, very, very incredibly disturbing. He ended up getting arrested, was put in a mental institution, and basically died in a mental institution. But that said, very, very spooky, but the show was done really well. I don't know that you're going to go watch it because it's gross, but anyway, if you at least watch like the trailer for it or like the preview when you hover over the series and you see whatever, the preview that you see is him dancing around in his mother's clothes with a woman's face over his, but it's a woman's face that he has skinned off of her body and he's put it on like a mask basically. But he basically inspired like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He inspired what's it called? Silence of the Lambs or whatever. Like he inspired a lot of horror movies based on him and who he was. And there's some other serial killers who have taken inspiration from him as well. So he was crazy.
I need to look at something real quick.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. Okay. No, I just saw a spider. Oh, I'm all freaked out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Were you finished? This is a little side note off of this.
No, go ahead. And I'll finish what I had. But
well, while we were camping, we happened to be in the area of Petros, Tennessee. You heard of that place?
No, but I'm sure it's a very small town.
It is a very small town, and it is known for one thing.
The
Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary.
Oh,
you heard of that?
I have not.
Okay. It is Tennessee's most haunted prison in the entire state.
Wow.
It was known as a harsh maximum security prison and held notable inmates including James Earl Ray, the Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassin. Which this is the prison that he escaped from, by the way. So
it wasn't really maximum security, is what I'm hearing.
Well, it was. It was open. It functioned as a penitentiary. The way he got out was crazy. They like assembled a ladder out of a bunch of different pieces, and like he was gone for maybe like 55 hours or something. Oh, okay. And then they got him. This, if you look at a map, this penitentiary is like nestled right in the valley between mountains. And it's just woods and mountains. So it's like there's no escaping. There's one entrance, there's one road that leads to civilization. The rest lead to wilderness. Horrible. So this prison was still functioning in 2009.
Oh, okay.
Then when it officially like closed. Well, now, and when it closed, they literally like they shipped all the prisoners off to another facility because this one, there were so many problems like with the way they were just handling things. Like it was a very dark sort of place. And when they closed, everybody just left and just left everything as it was. So when they reopened it as a museum, as a thing you could tour, all they really did was like clean out the stuff, but then leave all the empty rooms and left them as they were. And they put up like placards of like where you are, the context of this and whatever. There was lead paint peeling off the walls. There was like a memorabilia of like different like prisoners and they're like these are all the different shanks that people made.
So you went there?
Out of a bed frame. Yeah, I went there with my family.
Madeline.
After our camping trip.
I'm actually shocked.
I didn't know it was the most haunted prison until after I left. But let me tell you, it was the freakiest place I've ever been in my life. They do haunted tours, by the way. I'm not doing that.
Oh.
There was this room called The Hole.
A room called Hole?
The Hole.
Okay.
In the basement of the penitentiary, okay? It's where they put problem prisoners. They strung them up by their fingers until their toes could barely touch the ground and would lock them in like maybe 6 foot by 6 foot rooms in pitch darkness and just leave them there for like days.
Wow.
And they would beat them and there was a whipping post out in the yard. It was so disgusting and horrible. Well, you said Silence of the Lambs. I remember when I was there that in one of the cases, they had a bunch of books. And they didn't say why they had different books there, but one of them was Silence of the Lambs. And I was like, why is this book here? So, Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary was mentioned in the Silence of the Lambs as a destination for Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, okay.
So, Lecter agrees to be transferred to the maximum security prison in exchange for information about the serial killer Buffalo Bill. So, you said that, and I'm like, oh, and I went to oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm freaked out because this Ed guy apparently inspired that. And then in that book, that prison was mentioned and I went there. I almost died, you guys. That's the moral of the story. I could have died. Thank goodness I'm still alive.
That's crazy, actually.
Jeez. Anyway, go check it out. It's really cool. I think you would love it.
I think I would. That actually sounds really, really cool.
It's very you.
Yeah.
Like I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that it's very spooky, but informational. Oh, it's so educational. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Well, you were talking about it, and I'm not going to lie. Y'all couldn't see it, but I had a slight smile on my face. Like, I was excited about it while Madeline was talking.
But yeah.
So.
It's Tennessee's most haunted prison.
Well, I have 2 more things. I'll run through them fast. But the other thing that I'm loving that I've watched that's spooky is called True Haunting. That one's based on true stories, true real hauntings that have happened in real life. And it's basically like, it's a series, and I think they're releasing episodes every week. But basically the first 3 of them were like parts 1, 2, and 3 of one story. And then the next couple episodes are a different story. So I think it follows that kind of structure, but Anyway, it was actually really good. Lastly, there's a series that I watched called Sweet Pea. Have you heard about this?
Mm-mm.
Okay, Sweet Pea. Do you know who Jackie is from Yellow Jackets?
Yes.
The teen Jackie, the girl?
Yeah.
She's the main girl in the Sweet Pea show.
Okay.
Yeah. But basically, Sweet Pea is about this woman who's kind of soft-spoken, kind of gets walked all over in her life. And then she ends up breaking and kills somebody. And then her life changes for the better after she kills somebody. And so she just keeps on keeping on with the killings and whatever. So anyway, it's I wouldn't say it was the best one that I watched, but it was a very like mind-bending type of show. Yeah. Yeah, but basically all I'm saying here is that the books and binge for this month is going to be nothing but spooky stuff. And I'm very excited. But you'll see all my stuff and my recommendations and all of that.
Oh my gosh. See, my stuff will be spooky stuff too, but not. You'll see how different we are when it comes to the spooky season. She's watching Monster the Ed Gein story, and I'm watching like Over the Garden Wall and Corpse Bride.
Pixie Hollow, All Halloween
Practical
edition.
Magic. Yeah. Hocus Pocus.
I mean, I watch all that too
Yeah.
when I want like a good feeling Halloween movie. But it doesn't necessarily freak me out, is what I'm saying. Like, when I sit down to watch horror, I need something that's really going to freak me out. And it's actually hard for me to find stuff that freaks me out because I'm so invested in it. But the Ed Gein story, that one didn't so much freak me out, but it had me, like, I know I was sitting there the whole time, like the most disgusted look on my face the entire time because it's disgusting. I can't even describe, like, I couldn't even watch some of the parts because it was that bad. But it was really, really good. It was really good. It was just really bad in some parts, so.
I'm never watching it. I'm sorry. I don't care if you say it's the best thing you've ever watched in your entire life. It changed you forever.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't watch it. If you watched anything, I would want you to watch the preview. I don't want you to watch the whole thing.
I'll watch the preview right now.
I want to see your reaction right now.
If I can't sleep tonight, I'm calling you.
You can blame me.
You're staying
you
up
can
with
blame
me.
me.
Oh God. No, this music already is scary. What the fuck?
Oh God. If you can't watch it anymore, stop it. I don't want you to like die.
Ew. No. What the ever flying was that?
Yeah. It was really bad, really intense, but the way they filmed it was really good.
Ew.
It was honestly a really true telling of his life and everything that he did. So
I actually want to throw up a little bit.
Yeah,
I think
disgusting.
I should watch that.
I wouldn't watch it. Did it show him dancing in his mother's dress though? Okay.
Oh,
That's the only scene I really wanted you to see. But
it showed a lot.
Oh, no.
It showed a lot of scenes.
Don't. God. I'm sorry, it's not funny.
It's okay. It's a little funny.
It is a little funny. I'm just
Because
trying
I'm
not to
dramatic
laugh.
like that. It's not even that bad, but I'm freaking out. Oh my God, my heart is beating really fast. Okay, I take back what I said. That was the scariest thing of the evening. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Oh God. Oh no.
Yeah, you will. You just gotta watch something cute.
Don't go watch that trailer.
Don't go watch it. But if you are like me and you really love spooky
then feel
stuff,
free.
I recommend it.
If you think even for a little bit that you're like, I might not like that, don't watch the trailer.
Yeah. I didn't like it either. It's not like I sat there like, oh my God, that's so cool. Like, it's not like I was sitting
not
there
like that. But like, if
but
if any part of you is like, I don't think I'm that interested in something like that, don't watch the trailer.
Don't watch it. The prosthetics are really good though.
Oh.
The prosthetics were great. So what are you loving or hating?
I'm hating whatever that was. I'm loving who I was about 5 minutes ago and hating who I am now. All right, that does it for this week.
Right. Okay.
No. All right. Okay.
All right, you said you're sending me a picture?
I am. I just want you to give me your initial reaction. I'm going to text this and just whatever feelings you're going to, like, what is it that you're seeing and what?
It's looking like a seance for the printer guy at your job.
Yes.
It looks like a seance. I don't really know how else to describe it. There's a candle in the middle with candles surrounding it, and there's like what looks like dried flowers, and then a poster of the guy in the back.
Yes. So I'm going to send you a follow-up, and I just want you to watch it and give me your thoughts.
Oh my God, I love it.
So at my job,
that's so fun.
A few weeks ago, the creative team at my job came up with the funny idea to do a seance video for Halloween to introduce our mascot to the public. Mm-hmm. So we made a little video, and
you did good animating that printer. You did really good animating it.
I animated the end. That was kind of exciting. It's my animation debut, if you will. But the video guy finished making it today. We filmed it yesterday.
Okay.
And yesterday I had finished listening to our episode from the other week where I was a ghost. Mm-hmm. So I was already kind of doing like this in my head, like my sparkle fingers. And so when it was time to film and they were like, do something spooky, I was like, oh, let me do my witchy fingers. Because I was in the vibe. So anyway, speaking of spooky vibes, we did a little, it wasn't a serious seance, you guys. It was candles. Those were bits of paper on the ground because we were summoning a printer. So it's paper. Okay. And it's set to kooky music. And our boss walks in and goes, what are y'all doing? And we're like, brainstorming. And then Felix says at the end, in a Boston accent, because he's from Boston. We just kind of came, that's part of his lore. It's like, nice seance. Real spooky. So
we love Felix.
I'm just proud of that. So yeah, it's fun.
That was so cute. I loved it.
So I'm loving that because that's kind of fun. But the real thing that I'm loving.
Oh boy, she's grabbing the microphone.
Girl.
She's sitting back.
Girl. I don't know if you know, but a certain something came out last Friday, October 3rd.
Did come out.
And that's going to be The Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift. Yes. Yes. Oh, my Lord. I love it. Okay. I love this album. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think it's a bop. I'm always humming. I'm singing the songs. I'll just burst into song in the middle of, like, I'm dancing, I'm grooving, I'm jamming. Oh my gosh, blasting it, windows down, on the car ride home, even on the highway, like going I'm going 90 miles an hour. I'm not actually going 90 miles an hour, but I'm like flying through. I'm like, whee! Yeah. I love the imagery, the aesthetic, the storytelling, just everything about.
So does she have a music video for every song?
Not every song, but she does have one for The Fate of Ophelia. It is a beautiful music video. I actually really, really love it. Yeah, I said I actually had a little point here to talk about it. I said The Fate of Ophelia music video right now. It might be my most favorite music video she's ever done. I just loved like the set and the imagery of it. It felt like watching a live show because the music video was taken up of maybe like 4 long takes. So it was like a single take and like one scene, and it would be for like a good 45 seconds.
Right.
So it felt like you were watching like a production of some kind, which I thought was really, really cool. And she talked about that in one of her interviews, that was like the vibe she wanted to give off. That you were watching a performance. But oh my gosh, it's so good. I know that there are some haters out there. There are haters everywhere.
Well, haters gonna hate. Exactly.
Period. I'm so proud of you. Okay, Miss Thing. Okay, Miss Thing. Yes. And I just gotta say, as someone who doesn't hate fun, as someone who loves things that are just happy and make me feel good, as someone who's not taking it super seriously, I think it's a great album. So that's all I have to say about that. But I just have a couple of little notes about this as well. So the song Father Figure track 4, I believe. Track 4. Okay, I'm going to say something. Bree, you might not understand, but I'm going to just say, if you know, you know. That song is the theme song for Selena and Arabin. That is all I have to say. If you know, you know. So if you know what I'm talking about, go listen to that and be like, she's right, because I got chills all over my body.
Yeah. Okay.
The song Opalite, track 3. That is a song that's definitely about Fourth Wing / Onyx Storm. That's the song.
Okay.
I don't know if Taylor was in her fantasy book era or if I'm just crazy or what, but I'm like, I'm counting a couple books that are very much like giving these songs and these books, like they're matching up. And there's a couple of them, and I'm like, that's interesting. Canceled, the song Canceled, which I believe is track 10. I want to say 10. Say 10. I think it's like Elphabas / Wicked, like Elphaba's Wicked Witch of the West song. Because there's one line in there that she says, something wicked this way comes. And then it's easy to love you when you're popular. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if Taylor was in her like Wicked era, but I don't know. I'm just picking up little things.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm delusional. I don't know.
Well, maybe it's true. Maybe she picked like something that's really popular in show business or Hollywood or pop culture in some kind of way and based each of her songs around
Tied it in. Wow. I'm going to ask her. I'll bring her on the pod and we'll confirm it.
Oh my God.
She should love our pod because our podcast is the same colors as TS12. I've mentioned this before, but orange and teal, you guys.
Hello.
I'm not going to say we did it first, but we did it first. So.
Yeah. So
anyway,
T-Swift.
Taylor or Taylor's team, if y'all are listening, we would love to have you on. Just saying.
That'd be great.
I will say my favorite songs right now, presently, I have 4. I love the song Wish List. It makes me think of Tyler. So cute.
It's so nice.
Wish List. Father Figure, because it makes me think of a certain book. Opalite, because it makes me want to groove and dance. And the song Wood. Have you heard the song Wood?
I haven't heard it, but I know of it, and I heard the clip of the Kelsey brothers talking about it on their podcast. And
I loved that, but that was so funny. Yeah,
I've seen things come up. I genuinely don't seek it out, but it's so in the social media that it just comes up. You know what I mean?
I'll play it for you.
I've seen some stuff. Okay.
Well, I will say I only listened to the clean version of this album. I listened to the explicit version. I didn't like it personally. It was just a little bit intense in terms of some of the words she was using. I was like, oh, I don't say that word. Like, it's a little explicit, girl. I'm not saying she can't be explicit. I'm just saying it's not my cup of tea. I like the more toned down version. So it just has a little bit more storytelling, which I like. But anyway, those are my favorite songs. Wishlist, Father Figure, Opalite, and Wood.
Okay.
But I keep humming the song Honey, too. I don't know. I'm humming all the songs all the time. So that's something I'm loving.
Okay.
This freaking album.
All right. Well, what's our tangent tally today?
Our tangent. Shut up, bro.
What?
The numerology. The numbers here. It's 12.
Oh, my
Count that.
gosh. That's 12.
That's 12.
That's exactly 12. Would you look at that?
Look, it's outside the lines. Ooh, does that bother you?
I'm not looking at it. Honestly, the Lord was with me because it froze right as you were trying to show it to me, so I didn't even see it.
Well, it's chicken scratch, but it's 12.
No, I did see your Y that doesn't even look like a Y.
Wait, what are you talking about? Are you saying in the word tally?
Yeah.
That's a Y.
It looks more like a cursive J.
Well, you're just not reading it right.
Like a cursive lowercase j.
What does that say?
Perfect.
What's this say?
More.
Yeah. This is perfect.
It took me a second to read that. I'm sorry.
No, that says perfect s'more. Make s'mores this weekend.
Yeah, I see the make s'mores this weekend, and I can make out perfect, but honestly, the second time you wrote s'mores, it looked like smears.
No, I just don't think you can read. Because that is very obviously s'mores.
Well,
you just can't read.
Okay.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
12. That's how many tangents we have.
Wow. 12.
Wow.
Crazy. Wow.
Before you wander too deep into the night, don't forget to follow us wherever you're listening on your little podcasts. And of course, you can find us lurking on Instagram at Funny Bear Pod, where we share all of our most bewitching news and haunting updates. If you dare, send us a message, leave your mark in the comments, or cast your spell of approval by leaving a rating and review. It helps our voices echo through the dark forests of the algorithm, and oh, my pretties, we would love to hear from you.
Do your toe voice. I like your toe voice.
All the links for where to find us are in the description below this episode. We love every one of our pairs, whether you've just found us or been here since the beginning. If you're enjoying what you hear and you just can't wait until next week, check out our past episodes and let us know what you think. A big thank you to all of our pairs for joining us in this episode and for helping our orchard grow. We'll talk to y'all again on Wednesday. And remember,
when you're the best of friends, having so much fun together, you're not even aware. You're such a funny pair.
It's not bad, actually.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Pretty good. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Where's my toe?
All right. Anyway.
I am obsessulated.
Yes.
Less than 50 days until Wicked for good. Just
Oh,
wanna say
yeah.
that.
I was going to say your Glenda looks so good so far.
Thank you so much.
I'm very excited to see it all together.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be
So-
really good.
Yeah, I've got a crown. I've got a wand. I've got like sparkly tights that I'm going to wear.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Cute.
Yep.
I love
And I'm
that.
thinking I'm going to bring bubbles to work so that I can like...
Oh, that's cute.
Me and my one coworker might be the only ones that actually dress up, but that's
Mhm.
okay. We've told
That's
everybody.
okay.
We're like, hey, we're dressing up.
Yeah.
It's not like a, hey, if you want to. It's like a, we're going to be doing a social media post. Like, y'all need to dress up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but who knows? Maybe everybody will come dressed up and it'll be super cute.
I mean, like I said, I'll still dress up. So worst comes to worst, you'll have a sepia image of me.
Yes. I'm so
So.
excited. I need to watch that again. It's been so long.
Oh, I love that movie. It's so good. Somewhere over the rainbow, way
up
high, there's a land
that I heard of
once
in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow,
skies
birds fly. Oh, we went different ways. Skies are blue.
I feel like it's skies of blue. I don't remember.
Hold on. Now I gotta look it up.
Dreams that I've
That you
heard
dream of something dreams really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops
high
way
above.
above the
Oh.
chimney tops.
tops,
That's
that's
where
you
you'll find me. So, no.
Well, over the
Over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why can't I? Wow, that was beautiful.
Anyway,
That's
all right. Well, we
crazy.
got to close out the episode.
Right.
Because we haven't closed that out yet. Okay, shoppers. We have approximately 15 seconds until the stores are closing. Please take your items up to the checkout. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bring
We're leaving.
all cauldrons, potion
Yes,
ingredients, and s'mores up to the front, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay. Well, we love you. Is everybody gone?
Gone?
Okay.
Are they all gone? Okay, good.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Bye, y'all.